just open on Wednesday afternoon, Saturday 11 to 5 and Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, the last weekend of March. Okay then. Right, bye just now. Yeah. Bye.
I'm looking for shows and films, Rodgers and Hammerstein, that kind of thing. These are medleys, so that's probably not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for individual songs. But I bought a second-hand wind-up gramophone just before Christmas, and it's rekindled my interest in collecting 78s. I used to have a lot of them, but got rid of them, and now I'm back.
Some of these old records are really funny. Actually, I've got a 12-inch spoken word one, a woman called Jane on the Underground or something. She's lost Fred, her boyfriend. She's shouting and having a panic attack at the end. It's really interesting. I don't know how many women they get in here either, you know. I think everyone's quite as strange as me.
Chorus of Woodland Birds with thrush, whistle thrush and nightingale.
God.
From Siegfried. That's the first record. The second has got a nightingale, a thrush and a starling. I was told that starlings didn't have a song of their own, just imitated other birds.
What the hell, they actually put birds on?
Oh, it's real birds, yeah.
When has it done this? I think it was the 30s. I think it was the 1930s that they did this recording.
I'm looking at, yes, 3000, yes,
Yeah.
30s, early 30s.
Whether they,
It's before 1933, there's no doubt.
whether they got Hermann Göring's bloody bird collection and put it in Bayreuth, I don't know.
It's Karl Reich rather from Bremen.
Yeah,
The big caged birds.
yeah. There wasn't flying around though.
There's a famous recording of Beatrice Harrison, the cellist, plays in her garden in the evening. The nightingales sing along. When they hear the music, they'll be attracted.
It's a good combination, man. They've done it. The charges that they advertise.
What is it surprises me? I trust there's no reflection on your phone.
Listen, well, it's been lying on the shelf without the cover on it.
Damn quality.
Is that twittering I hear?
You're on camera.
Oh, how exciting!
You might be.
Logie!
Logie, hello darling. Does Logie remember me?
Of course he remembers you,
Listen,
Mr. Gray.
Logie, hello darling. So already.
I don't think the birds are usually so prominent in the opera.
And quite a big collector then, certainly.
I would say so, yes. I think it's probably about the 7,000 mark. Oh.
I don't think we'll be coming now.
What was it about it that attracts you to it?
I like the sound of the 78. It's a more authentic sound.
I think some records, you know, if you're sort of in a romantic sense, you can actually feel like this person's singing into the microphone and it's coming out, you know, next to your head. You know, it depends how much you've had to drink. You know. But I've got a couple that are really nice and really clean. It just sounds like they're singing to you, you know.
There was probably no mixing in the studio. It was a mono recording, and these for me are the clearest recordings. Everything you can hear everything. There was no sort of electronic jiggery pokery you get with CDs, you know, digitally enhanced CDs, that kind of thing. There was nothing like that in those days. It was a more natural performance, and being a performer myself, I appreciate that. Again, fascinated by the technology. These machines are amazing.
You got poppy one out with a cardboard.
Oh, I see.
No, this one's autographed. But it's unfortunately not the autograph of the artist, so it has to go back on the shelf. The machines particularly seem to capture the attention of younger people. They buy the portable HMVs, and I think they play records on them as curios to their friends, because the generation has grown up who've never been aware of 78s. So it has a kind of antique fascination for them. It's probably the historicity of the thing.
This is an electric recording from 1926 from the Savoy Orpheans, who played at the Savoy Hotel in London. Well, the needle's picking up the sound vibrations from the groove and passing them onto the diaphragm, that mica bit, which is vibrating, which takes a sound signal along this hollow tube, which is expanding as it goes, and then the horn is also expanding, so it's amplifying as it goes. And that's all it is, it's acoustic reproduction. This is electric recordings. The early recordings were also acoustic recordings. You just sang or spoke down the horn, and the cutter vibrated at the other end. This is just reversing the process.
Very cool.
And there's no editing. This is as it was performed. They can't do anything to edit it yet. So any mistakes, they're there. And if there's serious mistakes, they have to record it again. The shop's actually closing down at the end of this month, so if you are thinking about
Getting one.
this is not a hard sale shop, we are genuinely closing down at the end of the month.
End of this month.
Yeah. Do you live in Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Right. That's us there, so you can contact me on email, on that shop email.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Well, it will be the end of an era, and it will certainly create a haggard void in the lives of certain people. Yes. I personally will miss it, and I think there are other people who will miss it even more. Over the longer term, it's just becoming, I think, perhaps less viable. So it's sad, but there it is. And I dare say on the very last day, we'll all appear in black here, dressed in black.
Yeah, it's rather sad. A shop like this is unique. It's sad to see it go.
Right, this record is from 1909, but this is a 1920s pressing of it. So a late pressing, but the recording is 1909. That's the second part of the final duet from Aida with Caruso and Gadsky.
That's the one that went to the Antarctic with Scott.
It's the same model.
Not
yes.
that, the same model.
But in 1911 it was already outdated, they changed the design.
A Caruso disc actually, which was what we give you. Dog me poor, dog me poor.
By God, something's going to happen.